Yeah, I think that's it's probably close enough to 7:30. All right, so let's take a quick review of what we did last week. So we're going for a more static board, something that's just set up in the scene, not dynamically generated, just because it makes it easier. And we can set up all this hierarchy of positions, creating a directional graph. Do some discrete math on it. Bunch of fun stuff. So we built up these walls and some tiles, and thinking about it, setting these up one by one, and the tiles and the walls, it's not super fun. And I think it's going to be a little bit harder to make the board look a little more unique. So what I'm thinking is we just build the entire map from one mesh, like the floor of one mesh. Then we can add a little bit of Z height, throw some empties in there, make it a little bit smarter. Because it was it was kind of neat. Build up this little mesh. So we're gonna completely undo what we did last week and do something completely different. So I'm thinking, I got my little drawing pad here. I just want to kind of sketch out what's the board going to look like, right? So we know we're going to need like some sort of exit. Let's make that the exit. And then I'm just going to do like a main foyer. Let's do a big main foyer. And then I want to build a couple rooms and hallways off the foyer, right? So we'll do a room on this side, room on this side. Let's build a nice hallway. Stick a big room here. Big room here. What else could we have? Let's do 2 more big rooms down the hallway, right? And then we can do. Let's stick with this. Later on, we could add something on. So I'm thinking like we add like stairs, right, down the edge. And this could be a piece, players can move up and down it and then have like a separate piece of the board. I don't want to cause like bottlenecks. Like I think this would be too much of a bottleneck. Having like secret stairs, coming down would kind of alleviate that. We're kind of getting game designy at this point, but since the players are kind of competing against each other, we want to have multiple ways to get out of the house. So this will be like the downstairs area, and then we can have whatever upstairs area, and we could have gaps. So like these gaps are okay. We talked last week about having the ghost be able to like pass through walls, but the players have to go through like a door. Let's do a couple doors. Let's make this guy in the middle, this guy in the middle. Do this guy over here, stick some fun double doors in here. Foyer, whatever room, and we want to make this really easily traversed, so that players can move around quite a bit. Let's leave this open. Erase. Perfect. So we want players to be able to move around and take different routes to get to the exit. While they're moving the enemies in between. So let's doodle these out real quick. So like a player could come down this way, come out the front door, or they could come through here, sneak around some things. There's a monster in here. Come down this way. Let's add another door there. Come out around this way. A couple different paths for them to be able to get out, and win the game. Let's put this back. Let's do a big old door here. Maybe not a door, maybe just like an archway. But this is kind of the rough plan, right? And then we can do some like texturing, do some pixel art. Like I've got a couple things in here, but I think this will be a little bit more fun to build, a little bit more fun to play on. And then we can add pieces in the mesh. So as we're building it, we can say like this is a wall, and then dynamically generate those pieces. Well, not dynamically. We'd find all the spots and then generate the wall segments that can disappear and not have to manually place them. So I think that'll speed things up. But in the meantime, we'll have a more interesting board to play on. So we could do something like, oh, this is all wood, right? Wood. Let's make that lower. So that's all wood, and then like a wood hallway, and then we could have like a carpet, right? And so one of the things is we could make players move faster on carpet. And, let's get a nice, red carpet in here, whatever colors we want, or more wood, make it a little more interesting to jump around on. And we sort of need to decide on sizes. So I'm thinking this hallway should be about 4 spaces wide, and pretty long. And I think building off that hallway, we can scale everything off of that. So I'm going to jump back into Blender if it opens on the right screen. And I'm going to actually import this. So let's save this somewhere. Export. I'm going to throw it into, let's see if we can just pick a random folder. Oh, where is it? Haunted house. It's good to stay organized. Assets, and then we can just PNG this guy up and say house app. Perfect. Great. And then in Blender, I can go into my layout and I can Shift A, add a reference image, go find that image that I just created. House map load. All right, so now this is in our scene. We can Alt R, not Control R, to clear the rotation. Rotate it Y 90. Grab it on the X, and we're just gonna shove that in the background. So we can let's leave it facing up, so we can reference it, take a look at it. And we can use some of the stuff to build out our map. Let's create a new collection. We're gonna call this baseboard. We'll call this pieces. All right, and then we can just boop hide those guys. Except I want ref map. Stick the reference map in the base. There we go. We can just hide that and not have to deal with it right now. So let's start with a small plane, and I'm going to double it. So it's 4x4. So this is going to be the size of our hallway, and we're talking about, and we've been planning to have single squares, units, as one space that the players can move around on. Let's just go in and start building this guy out. I'm gonna hit 2 to grab the edges, and let's build this foyer, right? So extrude, we're gonna have it be on the X. How big? What's that, about 8? Should we go 9? Odd numbers are fun, right? 8, 9 in the negative. Bam. Gonna need to move our reference. Slide that guy off there. So I'm hitting G to grab it, and then Shift Z to keep it on the Z plane that it's on. Go back into our model. Let's say extends out maybe 5. Extend on the Y. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big board. Extrude 5. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Grab Y 5 on the negative. Something's not right. Let's just get rid of that edge I created. Extrude Y 5 negative. There we go. And then the front door is going to be here. So extrude this out. X negative. This is just going to be our front door. And we could probably denote that by just making this a little bit smaller, make it a little interesting alcove for the front door to be in. All right, so we've got our nice foyer, our hall. Let's extend the hall out X. What is it? You're not snapping. Snap. Increment. That's what I want. Let's say about that big. Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, if we make this half as big, so let's say this is too big. This is just, you know, too many spaces to move, right? We're getting over ambitious on how big our map is. We could always just have it, right? So we could make the hallway too wide, right, and still use the same mesh. The only problem that would arise is if we have like an odd number, right? So like here's what do we do? 5, 6, 7. So half of 7, 3.5. Like having 3.5 spaces doesn't really work too well. So just make it a little bit smaller. Right? And if we keep all of these even, we can have the size of the board and, you know, it doesn't matter. I guess we realign it to be a third, you know, do some math, figure it out. But we will burn that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to shrink this up just a little bit. All right, let's make another room. Well, let's do symmetrical. Well, let's symmetrize this. I'm gonna go into my edit auto mirror. I want to go on the Y mirror. There we go. So now we have a perfect mirror of the across the Y axis. We only have to do half the work. Let's throw a little edge loop in here. Grab X. We're gonna go down 3. Let's do 4. And we're gonna extrude 4 along the Y to make this. We're gonna make this little room. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a interior designer, so unfortunately we get to deal with that. Grab X. Let's make this guy. Should we make it square? 8 by 8. Sounds good. We need to extrude this guy out. X. There we go. We don't have to worry about, you know, we could keep our geometry nice and tidy, or we can cut out these central edge loops, right, and make them non-quads. I think since we got a map, we're not too bothered by it. Let's do the same thing here. Extrude X. Just do another 8. Let's grab X. We're gonna move this guy out there. So now we have our couple of rooms in the downstairs. Let's build some stairs. Let's go 4, and then grab Z. We're gonna go up 2. Right, so we can have some Z action on our board. I'm gonna extrude this guy out. Oop, X. Let's go 6. And I'm just gonna create one more room. I'll go out here. So this will be like the starting area, right? Or we put it down here. You know, this is just kind of quick and dirty. Yeah, just get it done, sort of thing. Yeah, I think that works. So let's lay out our floor, not our floor, our baseboards. Right? So we need some lower half of the walls, and we can just grab this, Control D, Shift D, Alt D, copy. Let's paste this guy in here. Paste, paste, paste. All right. Oh, our plane is not in our collection. All right, hide those guys again. All right, so we got our lower wall, and we're gonna slap this around a whole bunch to be our walls. Why are you not? Do I have auto mirror already on this guy? What am I doing? Grab, Shift Z. Why are you not grabbing? It's not locked. Modifiers. I think it's just, it's its own object. Did it get pasted in? I think, oh, weird. Let's drop a bunch of these. And these we can like stretch and move around. Because we can always place points on top of it later. Let's think about that. Or do we just put them into our base mesh? I mean, that could be kind of fun. One big mesh. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna join this. J. Jump into this guy. Let's see, now we have like an exterior wall that we can play with. This is very planned out. Yeah. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. Let's leave these as interiors. Oops. And then, how do we want to do the exteriors? This is tricky. Good job me for planning so well. I was thinking just gonna be one big mesh, and we don't have to worry about it. But let's do, yeah. Let's see if we can just modify this guy, and then we'll place. We can place empties where we want the upper walls to be. That might work. Let's grab you on the Y. Ooh, let's switch you to vertex. Oh, and it's mirrored. It's mirrored that way. Let's apply our mirrors and build up our mesh that way. Oh, good. And our geometry's all messed up. Excellent. Excellent. Grab all these interiors. Snap them. Actually, grab the linked, delete it, and there. All good. Problems with the, applying modifiers. It happens. We're going to call this our exterior wall. And just, I'm going to real quick just go around the edge. And build this up. Can we use a modifier to do this? Yeah, let's just get it done. We're gonna Shift D, Control Z, rotate Z90, grab it. We're gonna see if we can just line these guys up real quick. We'll deal with making it pretty later. Grab these edges, or these faces. Boop, boop, boop. Grab. X. Snapper to there. Shift D, Shift Z. Get it close. There we go. Seems a little more tedious than it's worth. But don't snap to that guy. What if we hid you? Grab these faces. There we go. Plop them right down there. Boop, 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 boop. Probably should just merge these faces. But, happens. Let's do Alt H. Shift D. Rotate Z90. Hide. Oh, good. We get a nice long wall. Grab. Plop them there. Grab these faces. Boop. There we go. I wonder if that one like lined up perfectly for us. That'd be nice. Hide. Let's focus in on it. Looks like it. Nice. Only have to do half of it. Oh, no it didn't. Grab. Snap you to there. Boop, 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 boop. Grab. Snap you to there. See how it was off a little bit? Stairs, same idea. Shift D. Rotate Z90. The fun thing is we don't have to get it like super accurate when we plant it because we can just grab it and move stuff around. I did a bad. Yep. All right. Shift D, Shift Z, which is important to keep it on the ground plane. I guess this is where we're gonna get messed up. That's all right. And I forgot to hide that guy. Oop. Grab Z. There we go. Be taller. This is where we get in trouble because this is in the center. Let's see if we can. Nope. Let's snap to not bounding box. Is it median? Oop. Nope. It's like snap to active. You know, we want that to be like, we want this to be our focal or our origin. There we go. I guess I just had to move it a couple times. Cool. Let's not have to do that again. And Shift D, Y that across. Did that go? Oop. Come on, snap to the middle one, not the edge one. See, I don't know why it like just snaps to a random one. Like, is that one just happens to be closer? Maybe. Maybe. Switch back to face mode with 3 on the number pad. Boop, 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 boop. Click, 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 click. Grab. Grab Y. Let's see if we just do it a couple times. There we go. Maybe it is just whatever the closest is. Good to know. I'm gonna grab this guy. Duplicate. We're gonna try and be sneaky about this. Shift X. Oop, no, I want Shift Y. Just translate on the Y plane. Okay, let's see if we can slide this over a bit. Then snap it. Nice. Nice. Let's see if we can hide. Almost there. Ooh. Sometimes things take like a long time. And it happens, but I think this is gonna look really good. It's gonna add a lot of flexibility, which sounds weird, to just add any sort of board geometry we want, and have it be a little bit more interesting to look at, like, because we could texture this however we want. It doesn't have to be, you know, just tiles. Right? The tiles can be completely abstracted from from the geometry, which is, I think that's helpful. Looks like our origins got off. That is okay. Snap that guy there. Face, 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 face. Grab, snap that guy somewhere there. You get out of the way. Grab Y, slide it over, grab, nope, grab Y. Do I need to get super close? Grab Y. Y grab it. Now snap. There we go. Boop, boop. Grabbing all the faces. And still not saving. So if you hit period on the numpad, that'll focus on whatever your current selection is, which is pretty dang useful. And then your camera will orbit it as well, which is a pretty nice feature. All right, let's see if I can just duplicate these and not have to worry about perfectly lining every single one up. Because again, a little tedious. Shit happens. Face, 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 face. Grab, snap, grab, X, scooch, grab, snap, nope, grab X, scooch. There we go. So I'm looking for that circle, that snapping circle, to show up on the center vertice, because I'm snapping to vertice. See, I've got vertex snapping turned on. So this gets it close. I can hit period to kind of zoom in, hit G, X, slide it over to where I think it is, and then hit G, and that's not close enough. G, X, slide it over to close, and then boop, snaps right on. All right, Alt H. All right, I'm gonna see if we can get a little tricky for the rest of these. I'm gonna grab that vertice on the edge. I'm gonna grab the other vertice. Hide. I'm gonna grab this vertice. All right, and I'm gonna do snap cursor to selected, tab out. I'm gonna set the origin. 3D origin, origin to 3D cursor. All right, so now the origin of this part is on that vertex. So hopefully I can just shift D and boop, snap it right there. And then I can do the same thing, shift D, snap it right there, shift D, snap it. I hit shift D again, delete. Did that snap? That did not snap. Why are you snapping to a weird spot? Zoom. Grab. That is. I don't know why that is doing that. Let's see if I can slide it over, get it close. Yeah, now it's snapping to the outside. Alright, back to the old way. Because it worked. Y, slide her over, snap. We gotta go fix these ends anyways, so. We got 1 or 2 freebies out of it. That's alright. Perfectly fine by me. Snap. Is this one? Yeah, that one's messed up too. But it's close. It's close enough to where we can just like zoom to it, grab the faces, slide them over, snap them perfectly. I mean, this doesn't even have to be pixel perfect, because it's such a small detail that no one's ever gonna see, right? But we'll know it's there. So perfection is the enemy of done. All right, but we're gonna be perfect. Snap, nice. All right, which is the one we fixed? Let's see, Shift D. Let's rotate Z90. Can I get away with it? Nope. All right, hide. It's close. It's close. That's fine. Boop, boop. Grab all of these faces. Snap, X. Grab. Perfect. Other side. I think we only got a couple more of these to do, right? At least we're not doing like, 12-story, 50-room mansion. Then we would, figure out some sort of procedural way to do this. But we're not doing that. So we're doing this. Did that? Let's take a look at the bottom. No, it didn't. Turn you off. Turn you back on. There we go. Is that guy messed up? And these all have like bottom faces that are probably going to Z-fight and, cause all kinds of problems. But we'll fix them later. And we have one more. Slide it over. I'm gonna hide these two guys. Jump to this face. I think this is the last one. Maybe the last one. One of the last ones. Snap. Switch to the other side. Grab X. Bam. Alright. Oh, missed one. Alright, well, this is the last one. I hope. And these should already be textured, so because we set up our UV textures and everything already, they'll be unwrapped, ready to go. Hopefully. Where is there? And we won't have to do too much to them. Boop. Grab Y, X. Grab. Snap. There we go. Alright. We've got our outside walls, or exterior walls, set up. I'm just going to parent these to an empty. New. Nope, that's a new collection. Can I just drop an empty in here? No. Shift A, add new, empty. Empty? Empty, where did you go? Single vert? No, I don't want a single vert. Oh, those are meshes. Empty, plain axes. Alt R, Alt G. Grab all the exterior walls. Drop them inside. I'm gonna parent them. So now they're parented with offsets, so we can just grab this and play with it. Oh, it looks like we missed one. Let's deal with that later. We can hide them. So now we need to set up some interior walls. So I'm going to steal one of these. I'm going to steal this guy. And then Alt-P to clear the parent. And then exterior walls I can hide again. Oh, that only hides those. Can I just hide? No. No. Hide. And let's see, we want, this is going to be a room, right? We're going to have a little room here, a couple doors. So we've got a 4x4 room there. It looks like it was doing a little snapping for us. Throw down, grab X. Sweet. Do a little bit of this side. There's probably a way better way to do this. This is just the way I know how. I mean, I don't even know how. It's just kind of making it up as I go. Slide that guy there. Rotate 90. That is not 90. Rotate Z 90. Grab these faces. Grab. Boop. grab Y. Ooh, are there going to be too many faces around here? Nope, I got it. Got it. Grab Y, slide her over, snap her down. We can go in and add doors and stuff to this. That's one thing we forgot. So let's do it the easy way. Control R, right there. Grab X. Let's see if we can snap this incrementally. Nope, because we moved it. We're going to change this to be on the X. This is going to be at 1. Nope, not the right one. Y. There we go. Let's see. This is 1.5. Why is that off? So there's a grid in here that we're working on. Like here's the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or am I on a different grid? Is this? Ah, that's local. I want global. Let's see. Boop, that stays at 6. X. Oh, there's rotation in here, so. We want -5. Perfect. Control R. And we want this guy to be at negative, what, a 1 wide door? Yeah? Alright, 1 wide door. And just go in, X-ray this with the guy, grab faces, X, delete faces. Now we have a doorway. Go in here, clean that face up. Go in here, clean that face up. Alright, only 5 billion more walls to do. Let's see if we can do this one a little bit faster. Control R, snap this guy in. 8, 9. Perfect. And then this one will be at 8. Yep. X-ray. Faces. C to circle select. X. Faces. 2 to edge select. Control click F for a face. Click. Control click F for a face. And we're done. Turn X-ray off. Boom. I think that works. Yeah? Yeah. What else we got? This is going to take a while, isn't it? Let's see if we can Shift D, Control Z, Shift Z, rotate 180 on the Z. Nope, not 180. Rotate 90 on the Z. Let's see if we just sneak this guy in here. We could merge these and make them, you know, fully mirrored. It would be helpful. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, but it's going to annoy me. Interior wall. We need a wall coming out here down the hallway. Should we try and get sneaky with this now? Grab these faces. All right, hide you. Grab these faces. And extrude this out. This is gonna be, so that's 0, 2 there. Yeah. We're gonna have another one going down that way. What if we do mirror this? Is that gonna be awful if we mirror this? Mirror on the X. We need to set cursor not there. Snap cursor to world origin, because this is our, I want this to be the mirror point. Sets origin 3D cursor. There we go. Yeah, I think we just mirror the whole thing. Just merge all the interior walls up and we'll be okay. Reshow this guy. Yeah. Let's let's get rid of this work we did. Let's get rid of this work we did. This guy, we're gonna just join J. There we go. And then I'm gonna shift D. Not that. Cancel. I selected a whole bunch of faces. Let's see if we can do this a lot faster. It's all about learning how to do stuff more easily, more gooder, more better. Rotate Z 90. Extrude. Where's our next door gonna be? 3? No. Grab X6. So we're gonna have a door down there. All right, we'll have like a door here, a door here. Yeah. D. Grab X. Should this be a 1 wide or a 2 wide? Let's make it a 2 wide. 3. There we go. Shift D. X. We'll make this a 2 wide as well. Extrude that. 3. Now we're at the wall. And we need a dividing wall with a door in it, right? Yeah, we'll have some more double doors in there. It's kind of just, you know, seat of your pants level design, because that's what we do. Just make it up as you go. Everything will be okay, I hope. Rotate Z90, extrude. Let's go 5. Shift D. Grab Y. Should we do a 2 wide? Do like a big interior door. There we go. Got some interior walls going. So now we can move around this space. And we're still on a grid. We've got our exterior walls. We've got our upstairs room. Let's unhide all of these. That's not the way to do it. Alt H, unhide. Okay. Lesson learned. You know, just extrude them out and don't worry about snapping everything around. So with that lesson, let's merge. Do you want to merge all these? Because they're kind of a pain in the butt if you want to come back and modify them later, right? See if I want to modify like just this wall, or if I just want to modify, you know, part of it. You got to go in and we'll call it good. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. All right, so now we have our walls set up. Oh, this is gonna bother me. This is super gonna bother me that there's not a wall there. How do we do this? Let's do the faster way. It's gonna be part of this wall. It's gonna be part of this mesh. Shift D, rotate Z90, extrude 2 negative. Nope. Grab 4 negative 4. There we go. Nailed it. All right. So now we need some way to sort of encode. Let me hide this guy. We need to encode where we want the see-through walls, and we could sit and put them in by hand. Oh, that doesn't line up. That's unfortunate. We could go through and encode them by hand. I was thinking, you know, we create an empty, right? And we grab it and we move it over to here and say, all right, this is a wall. And then we keep going, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking we use prefabs and just do it in Unity, right? This is all well and good to have one big mesh. We don't have to set all these up. But let's see if we can do sort of a hybrid thing. My plan was to get this looking a lot better though. So now that we have the base mesh, I want to go through and texture it, because if we take a look at the texture, this is not great. These, you know, nice textured walls, but the floor is leaves something to be desired. I don't want it to be more pixely. The other ones kind of have a weird just low res look to them. I I wanted something a little nicer. I want to apply that mirror. So now we can texture this whole thing. We can have, you know, whatever we want here and whatever we want here, and, you know, not have to worry about it. So let's unwrap this and see what it looks like. All right, that's not terrible. But I want to put a bigger texture in here, right? So let's create a new one. Open new image and 1K house floor. We don't need an alpha. Let's make it. Do I want a blank or a color grid? Let's just leave it blank. Let's start with white. There we go. So now we can have this, and I'm going to yank parts of these out and see if I can just doodle something up real quick, make a sort of pixely texture, and because I know I want like wood, right? Let's do that. Let's paint. Let's do a little painting. Texture paint. Open up our. Did I name it the same thing? No, I called it house floor. All right, let's doodle something up real quick. Where is my color palette? Let's grab like a same thing we did before on the map we designed, and just grab some colors and let's kind of plan it out. So let's say this is a wood texture. Say this is like a carpety texture. What else do we have? Wood and carpet. Those are the options. And then when we're messing with this, we can grab specific faces. Right? Let's grab all these faces. Boop, 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 boop. And say, just turn them to a color. And we need to apply this to its material, this image. So new material, house floor mat. And it is a surface. There is a texture. Base color. Whoop. Base color. Texture. Image. Texture. House floor. There we go. Now we can go in and say like, all right, we're going to grab these faces and say, scale them down to make them purple, right? And we can mess with this. This is just kind of like an idea of what we want it to look like. Always get some fun flooring in here. Oop. Can't press buttons anymore. And we could go ahead and texture these. And do it sort of more, I don't know, art passy, textury. So let's go in and grab. I'm gonna use Krita and just grab a 1K image. Create. This is gonna be where you get to see my fantastic art skills. That is not the color I want. White. All right. Switching shortcuts, and I just rotated canvas, reset, rotation. Nope, did it again. View, canvas, where'd it go? Canvas, reset, rotation. I'm gonna grab a pixely brush, pixel art. Yep. And create new. Let's build some sort of woody, you know, fun looking. Shift mouse wheel. Rotate canvas. I never use that. Canvas rotation. Zoom out. Zoom in. All right. That's what we want. A little darker. Get like our base color in. There we go. I want to create like a sort of tiling tiling wood texture that is sufficiently pixely. So we can, boop. I don't even know how wide that was. Doesn't matter. Let's see if we can draw 4. Yeah, that works. Let's copy and paste this guy. Paste. I'm just gonna dump this. Oh, got off the canvas a little bit there. Let's do select, snap to image bounds. Yeah, image bounds. Trash this guy. Snap to image bounds. Come on. Is like snapping turned off? Snap to image bounds. Come on, man. There we go. Alright. There we go. Control C, Control V, T. Slide this guy down. Merge. That's move, duplicate. There's a merge button. Merge with layer below. There we go. Select. Grab all of this. Control C, Control V. Translate it over. There we go. Merge with layer below. Now we can create something I hope is more interesting. Did my color get reset? Oh. Deselect. Deselect. You know how you got these like slats? We're gonna, oh gosh, that's gonna mess with me all night. We're gonna create some boards. That is not what I wanted. Canvas, reset rotation. And just throw a couple of these guys in there. Why are you, don't do that. That is not what I want. So a couple of these guys in, you know, just wherever. Boop, boop. Boop. Just to get some visual interest going. You know, and as long as we put one line per, they'll all be the same length. Or we could put 2, you know. Let's put 2 in this one. There we go. And that is our floor texture. We can expand it, like make it bigger if we want. Go and make some texturing. Go and make it darker. Let's put some flavor into it. Get a little bit darker than that. Grab our brush. Very lightly. Opacity. You know, throw some knots in. You know, wood grain. Who doesn't love a little wood grain? And I grabbed a slightly darker color and then made it lowered the opacity so that it still picks up. It's like a what is it? A dodge or a burn. It's the original color, just, you know, couple shades lighter, a couple shades darker. Get a little fun knot in there, a little extra woodiness, and I'm guessing if you do pixel art and you watch this, you're just cringing, and I understand, I feel you, because I'm just kind of making this up. We could go through and with Krita, like, make this a tileable texture. Like, there's going to be an obvious, you know, missing grain at the edge of this. But I don't really care at this point. Let's save this. Export. We're going to throw it, let's say, floor textures. And then we could open it up in here. Where'd it go? I am Navigating. There it is. So there we go. So now when we go and edit this, I can grab these faces. I know what they are. Hit unwrap. Unwrap them all. Let's rotate 90. And now if I choose the right picture, floor textures, you can see I can just scale this to look not awful. Wrong way. So there is also something to be said by keeping this, like each texture in its own image, right? So then we can mirror this and loop it and do all sorts of things with it, which would probably be the right thing to do, and then convert this into an atlas later, which is probably what I should do. That sounds like the right answer. Let's do that. All right, let's crop this guy. We're gonna crop him from here to here, right? Because I want this edge so it wraps, right? So it looks right. Crop. Save. Not as a created document. Export. PNG. Floor texture. This is wood floor. Okay. And this hopefully would update. Oh no, because I renamed it. There we go. Wood floor. So now, if we switch this to wood floor, there we go. Scale this guy up, and you'll see it will wrap, and so we get a nice consistent image, consistent texture, and it doesn't have to be married to the geometry. It is, the texture is separate, so it's not married to the grid that we're using. Let's add these guys. These can be different. Unwrap. We just have to get kind of the scale right. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, maybe not that. Maybe not quite that small. There we go. Perfect. Let's do these guys. Unwrap. Let's rotate this 90, scale it up a little bit. Zoom in over here. Yeah, that looks all right. Stairs. We can do the stairs. Why not? Let's make them look stair-like. Perfect. Looks like a wall. So we can create a new texture for other faces. Like, these don't have to be the same texture map or the same UV map. They can be separate. But let's see if we can line some of the geometry up. Or should we just paint it? Should we just paint the carpets? Let's just paint the carpets. So we can assign these to a different material and just boop, new material. Call this like carpet. Carpet. Image texture. Bam. Let's see. Let's use our original one. We're going to do these for quads, carpet, assign, switch back over. Which one would we grab? This one? Re-unwrap them, scale them down. So now we can have two different textures with the same map. They're just in two different materials. Yeah, I really want to redo that carpet thing now. Let's redo it real quick. New. Let's do a tiny one. Where's my 128? I have 256. No 128? All right. Let's refine our flow a little bit. Let's say each checked texture can be 128 by 128. Drop in a base color. Not that. Not that either. Oop, there we go. That shift mouse drag. It's shift mouse drag is like pan in Blender, and it's rotate canvas in Krita, which is not my first choice. All right, what color is our carpet? We're gonna have a nice burgundy carpet, but darker. Maybe a little more red. Style. All right, and then we can just splatter on some fun spray sponginess. Let's make it a little darker. Drop the opacity. That's not doing anything. Oh yeah, it is. It's doing something. There. It'll be subtle. Very subtle. It's something. I think we can filter map. We can like, there's a way to make this tileable, like easily adjust. I swear I've done it in Krita before. It just like automatically copies from side to side and top to bottom, so that it tiles. Gradient, bump map, round corners, small tiles. I don't think small tiles is what we want. Nope. All right. It's fine. Export. Say carpet tile, carpet floor. Bam. Let's pull it in here. Open. Carpet floor is here. Oh, and we need so setting it in here in the UV editing like links it like in the editor, and then we can go over here and say, okay, now it's linked. There, set it to that. You can see there's. Let's see if we can get more focused. It's subtle. It's real subtle. So let's just use the entire texture, call it good. Let's do the same thing with these guys. And assign. Unwrap. Assign. Yeah. And if we really want to get into it, could throw like some extra geometry in here that's like, you know, throw a long carpet down the hall. Let's do that. Grab Y, grab Z, just a tiny bit, right? And then we can assign it here. It doesn't have to really line up to anything. You know, grab. Maybe we could make it a little wavy, make it, you know, tattered at one end. You know, just as a little piece of carpet. Cool. All right, let's get this into Unity. Maybe we've done enough modeling for now. Let's see if we can export this and get it all hooked up. Something a little more interesting to move around in. I would really like to have it like programmatically build these walls, but let's leave it for now. I've had enough texturing in Blender for now. Finally, back into Unity. That's the what we're looking for. Oh, I renamed something. Board. So these are all the cells, right? And then these are all our walls. Where is our... Oh, the cells had the geometry in them. There. Okay, these cells are all hooked up. There's nothing really about these cells that makes them geometry. Like, they could just be logical. Like, we don't have to have a renderer in there. We do need to have something in there to do like a highlight, right? So these guys used to pick up that mesh renderer, and so we could get the outside highlight. I think we'll cross that bridge later. For now, We'll leave them empty. And we'll leave the walls in there. Let's get rid of the walls. And just add that geometry. Models, sources, house. Let's drag this guy in. Bam. Bunch of stuff. Unpack. We need you, we need you, we need you. We don't need you. Does it? How do... Let's see. So, if this is hidden when we save, does it not import? Does it not import it? That is weird. I guess it doesn't. So, like, if I drag this in now and have another house, yeah, that is all right. Info learned. If your collection is hidden when you export or when you save, it doesn't show up in Unity. That is weird. At least that's what it looks like to me. But looks like we have our walls. Here's the exterior ones. Here's the interior ones. Let's rename this. Exterior walls, plain. This will be like the floor, right? Or is this? And then where's our fun carpet? Oh, we added it as part of the mesh. Don't need to worry about it. And you can see our textures are already in there. And since we put this on the same grid, you can see the one we set up in there already fits. So perfect. Let's see if we can get some cells set up on this and get moving around. And you can see these funky artifacts that are coming up on the walls. What you can do is set the shadows to two-sided. So cast shadows, two-sided, and it gets rid of that. It gets rid of a lot of it. It's more computation power, but you know, we're not a AAA game. We'll be okay. Find our materials in here. So this is an embedded material in the blend file. I like having an external one because then I can mess with like the smoothness and all that. So I'm just going to drag and drop you on there. Exterior walls. Oh, we got to do all these. House material. House floor mat. I think it's the house material. No, it's not. Let's set up a couple new materials. Or let's let Unity set them up for us. So if you go into the source and go into materials, you can extract. Just extract them to wherever you want. We want it to go into assets, materials. Let's create a folder for this guy. House. All right. And then I'm going to delete that and redrag it in so that all of that's already set up for us. Prefab. Unpack. All right, we need you. We don't need you. We need you. We need you. We don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Need you. Don't need you. Nope. Nope. And what are you? Oh, don't need you. Cool. So then these materials are already set up, but they're hooked up to the ones we exported, these guys. So now I can go in here and I don't know about you, I don't like a shiny carpet. Floor can stay shiny. And then I wonder where these guys are getting used. Nowhere? All right. Is it on the walls? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's set all of these guys to have two-sided. You don't need two-sided. You need two-sided. And all of these need two-sided. Boom. And we could also set them to static and bake them in if we need that performance boost. But real-time shadows are fine for now. And now we have a neat looking house that we can play around in. Now we just need to get all our cells set up. And these are all kind of already built. But I think we're going to need to go in and mess with the renderers, right? Because we want some way to highlight the grid, right? We want to be able to highlight how you can move onto and off of these cells. I wonder if we can just, let's see if we unpack this guy. Unpack. If we just get rid of the carpet, the grid is just on the outside. That could work. Let's give that a try. All right, stick you back into place. I'm gonna undo all that real quick. Get my prefab back. Go into the prefab, edit prefab, open asset, isolation. We just want to get rid of the carpet, right? So we just have a hole. Save. Move you back down. Oop, not 1, 0. And then we could, let's see if we move him up a little bit. Ooh. Don't want him to go too deep into the carpet. That might just do it. Let's go up a little further. 3. I've got everything selected now. I think that works. Looks pretty good. I want the cells to be on the world grid, so we're going to move the house around. Slide the house just over a 10. I think that looks pretty good. Let's give it a play. See what happens. Done a lot of work. Haven't run our game in a while. Let's hit play and see what happens. All right. Move the ghost. Boop. Move the player. Move the ghost. Move the player. Yeah. I mean, I think this works. We might have to put two-sided shadows on our models, but I think we're good. We can look around the house. The walls are gone, but we'll fix that. Maybe we'll fix that next week. It's getting late. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. We could create some tools. Like, this is a lot of grid cells to have to set up by hand. So creating some tooling to do this, to say like, oh, make another cell forward, make another cell that way, and add on programmatically and just set up our data structure would be helpful. We could represent the table in data to say like, oh, there's a room here and it has these doorways, and subdivide it that way. That would be fun. And then let's show off the stairs. Let's see if we can get the stairs going. So essentially the stairs are going to be, I said I didn't want to move those. D14. All right, I'm going to set up some stairs. Focus. And let's see if we can get a player, or a ghost, I guess. Ghost could do it. To move up and down the stairs. I think that'd be a nice cap to this. Or, we can model some stairs. Make them look nice. That was not what I wanted. Control D. I'm gonna move these guys up. How high did we go? 2 looks good. Let's say this is 2. And 18 and a half. Negative 18.5. There we go. Nice and on the grid. Look at that. Planning ahead. Sort of. All right. This cell can be... See, and you see how I duplicated, and now these have, like, weird... You know, we're still referencing those cells way over there. Let's lock this guy off. This guy is going to go to... Ooh, this is going to make it difficult. We're going to hide you. There we go. All right. This guy, lock. You are neighbored to this guy, 16. And this guy, 15. Oop, add. And 15. Doot. And you're going to be neighbored to, let's say, where do these line up? You're going to line up in the middle? Yeah. And you're going to neighbor to you. This guy is 3. Obviously, this is ripe for improvement. But so now he's got three neighbors. Let's unlock you. You are going to get a new neighbor, which is going to be this guy, 14. Connect that line. You are going to get a new neighbor, which is going to be 15. New neighbor, 15. All right, we can get out here. You are going to get a new neighbor, which is 5. Yeah, this gets a little tedious. This is a good candidate to upgrade, make more good. 14. So we can get out here. Those are connected to each other. That one's going to be connected to 17. Add 17. Those guys are set up. This guy is going to be connected to, what was it, 15? Nope. What are you? You are 14, you are 15. Alright. 14. And I'm guessing this is 17? Yeah. Boop. Add 17. Great. What do we have left? This guy. You are connected to 16 and 15. Add 15. Boop, boop, boop. Now we can jump around. Let's see if we can get over there. Oh, forgot to unhide the house. You know, what's the point of going upstairs if you can't see them? Alright, skeleton, head that way. Player, head that way. Ghost, also head that way. Player 1, oh, it's too far away. We can't see that far. Alright, so we found a flaw in the system. Can't move an entire board away. Yeah. Well, we can just slide or duplicate these guys. Let's duplicate them. We're gonna go halfway down the hall to where we can see. And then these just need to get updated with, those neighbors are already set. Not you. Not you. You should have 3. You should be neighbored to... house getting in the way. Let's make you not selectable. You should be neighbored to 6, 19, and 6, 19, 14. 6, 19, 14. Could put a little thing on the screen to show us what their numbers are, but This is okay. This is 5, 18, 15. 5, 18, 15. And then those guys, I think, need to get updated to use 18, 19 instead of 6. 18. And you're going to use 19. Bam. One more try. This also showcases like how the grid, now because it's not tied to actual world coordinates, it can be abstract. No! Move that way. Let's see if the ghost will do it. Dang it. Alright, something's missing. Because we should be able to move to those guys, but we can't for some reason. So let's debug. Time to debug, because it's something we're gonna have to cross. Yeah, between 6 goes to 14. Oh, 6 goes to 6 goes to 14, not 6 goes to 18. So all right, let's fix these guys. That's the problem. So these are like perfectly aligned. So if I move these, let's see what it looks like. Grab these guys up. See? Alright. We need to update these two. Instead of going all the way to 14, 15, they need to go to 18, 19. You should go to 18. And you should go to 19. One more try. One more try. Alright. Skeleton. Player. Skeleton. Player. Alright, skeleton's gonna chase him. Player. Oh, that's off. See if we can get up the stairs. Whoop, up the stairs. Nice. I wonder why these are off. Look into it. But that works mostly. Like it should snap to the position of the cell. I don't know why. These are aligned, right? These are aligned. That's the pivot. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the center. It should go to the pivot. Well, that's probably a bug for next time to fix. I think during this week, I'm going to go through, find a better system to, or at least just flesh out this board. And then next week, we can do a better walls system, add back the other players, and then, do some AI. So, see you next Tuesday, and we can mess with all that stuff. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscription button, the like button, all the buttons you can. Buttons are fun, and we'll see you next week. All right, have a good one.